I started listening to Carl Truman's lecture on the expressive individualism, and also I'm going to read his book, of course, The Rise of the Triumph of the Man. It is fascinating that actually explains the gender revolution, the gender confusion of our modern days in America. It all started with what is called the individual expressive individualism. That's what expressive individualism. What it is individual is the most powerful force in the universe. You know, you don't call a person, you go an individual, right? Where does that come from, right? And also it says expressive individualism is just an individual expresses what is inside is the paramount. Whatever you feel inside is the paramount. What it is the inner space. Like psalmist has inner space. Psalmist laments. Psalmist cry unto God. Psalmist celebrate unto God. Psalmist pray unto God. Exalt in the Lord. And all this all from the inner heart, inner space. So that inner space, what they call it individual psychology, is basically the driving force of everything. Whatever you feel, the expressive individualism is whatever you feel inside define you. Know who you really are biologically. He gave a supreme great example. 5 years ago, if you go and see a doctor, say, I have a problem. And this man's gonna see a doctor, I have a problem. And they told the doctor the problem is that I feel like a woman trapped in a man's body. 5 years ago, the doctor would have said, well, that is a problem. We need to realign your thinking, your mind, to align with what your body is. So that's the way to solve it. But today, if you go and see, if the same guy goes to see a doctor and saying the same thing, the doctor probably would say, we need to realign your body to align what you think, what you feel psychologically. That's expressive individualism. So it is that what is inside becomes so powerful of who you are, regardless of what people think, what society thinks, what the legacy, what the tradition, what the 2,000 years of Christianity says. It doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't even matter what God says, because you are the individual. Is the most powerful. No wonder that's what the serpent tempted Eve, saying, take this fruit and you shall be like God. Isn't it what individualistic? Isn't the expressive individualism is all about? Because you be like God. The inside, how you feel is God. Who you are is all defined by you and nothing else. No one else is you. That's what happened to our culture. What they call the cultural imperatives. The cultural imperatives, all these imperatives are driving it. It is insane that unless Christ and the Christians understand this, we can handle all these problems. So to understand the expressive individualism drives the whole agenda and the question of gender definition, so that we know how to approach it, so that we know that's the beginning of that whole scenario, whole problem. So we would talk more later on. God bless.